Mo kí wa o, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò lónìí o. Ètò tòní tó jẹ́ gbàǹkangbù rẹ̀ jẹ́ nǹkan àbàǹdẹ̀, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìròyìn ayọ̀ náà sì tún leléyìí torí wípé ó ti ń débi tó lápẹẹrẹ báyìí. The people that matters, they have been involved in this case now, and that is why they are afraid. They are afraid. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, they are afraid now because the people that matters are involved in the case now. United Nations, EU, US wọ́n ti take a step báyìí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Nnamdi Kanu àti ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà because all this incessant killing up and down ó ti wá di àpérò báyìí. Bí òwe Yorùbá ni ó ní àìláṣọ Ọlọ́run pàká, ó ti dàpérò gbogbo ọmọ eriwo tó ṣe bí òwe ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa ńlé. Òun náà ni ètò tá a gbé wá lónìí torí wípé ó ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ káàkiri ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Wọ́n tiẹ̀ ti gba gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátápátá. There is no single place or state in this Yorùbá or Southwest now that is not captured. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, that is not captured. So now ó ti wá débi tó lápẹẹrẹ báyìí because our people are now talking. Our people see it now that it's no longer the business of Nnamdi Kanu, it's no longer the business of Igboho. They have to take the case to UN, take the case to EU, take the case to US, that you must act fast before these people kill all the citizens in Nigeria. You must act fast, and that is exactly what is happening now. The EU, they have given Sunday Igboho backings now that he has every right to fight for his right, to fight for his people. The EU, they have guaranteed him that you have rights as long as you do it within the law, as the law says. As long as you do it the way the law says, you have right to protect and to fight for your freedom. Self-determination is a right. Is our right. United Nations law says it. Nigeria also is part of the law. Now, the United Nations now has given Nigeria ultimatum now that they should release Nnamdi Kanu or else they will face trouble. They will be sanctioned. They will be banned from international activities. They will be sanctioned from so many things. That's a lot, you know. They too, they have they heard the news, but they are afraid now because they know that people are now taking it serious. They are taking it so serious now. The issue on ground now is no longer Yoruba issue. It has now become the whole of Biafra and the whole of Yoruba nation. So it's no longer the issue of whether it is Yoruba alone now. I've said this several times that until when the two tribes comes together, that is when we can achieve things. I've said this several times. Mo ti sọ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà. The two tribes must come together. And that is when we can achieve something. And that is when Nnamdi Kanu can be free. And that is when Yoruba nation will go. And that is how everything we are asking for, we are going to get it. I love the way the energy that our people are putting into it now. This is not the time to be fighting. This is not the time to face ourselves and all sorts of things, insulting, raining, abusing calls on the Igbo or Yoruba. They presented their case that Yoruba people, the Igbo people, Fulani are buying them seriously. Incessant killing, ethnic cleansing, and that is why they have to take the case to United Nations. They take the case to EU. They take the case to US that you guys need to speak up. Is it until when they wipe away all our people? And the information now is that they are going to ban Nigeria from every international activity if they refuse to release Nnamdi Kanu. If they refuse to stop the ethnic cleansing that is going on in the whole of Nigeria, Nigeria will be banned. That means Nigeria is a terrorist country. Yes, that means Nigeria is a terrorist country. You can see that since they started all this ethnic cleansing and moving from one village to another, we have not heard anything positive response. there's a soldier guy that talked in the video we played yesterday. The guy said that if you kill them too much, they will shoot you from the back. Because you know that Nigerian army military, they are being infiltrated by Boko Haram. So the Boko Haram are also in the system. They are in DSS, they are in police, they are in army, they are in Air Force, naval, all those our military, paramilitary, they are there. So if you do anyhow, you see anyhow. And that is why they cannot conquer them. I've said this every time. They said Nigerian military, they are the best in the world. Where are they today? They said they are the best in the world. They are the best ground troop. All those old information. Where are they today? Anyway, don't let me quickly play. You're welcome. Let me quickly, play the video so that all of us will see, and help us share the video, please. Nigeria Army, our best in the world, best ground troop, best Keneka. Where are they today? The ordinary Boko Haram. You see the way that guy was saying that when they were shooting, somebody just shoot one of his colleagues, that you are killing them too much now. That is why the Sultan of Sokoto was also talking rubbish that social media is a terrorist organization. They cannot control their people, but they can come online and say all sorts of things. Let's hear what the Americans said about and the UN. So that to not look as if we are just talking. Please help us share the video.
South Africa was suspended from the United Nations General Assembly until Nelson Mandela was released. And there's nothing that prevents petitions now to the United Nations General Assembly insisting that Nigeria be suspended until they release Nnamdi. That's one possibility. Another would be if you had the president issue an executive order says there are going to be no Nigerian visas to visit the U.S. until Nnamdi is released. That would impress upon all Nigerians the penalty they're paying because the government is being so laws and tyrannical. There are other options like having an international arms embargo on Nigeria until Nnamdi is released, having very, very high tariffs on anything sold by Nigeria until Nnamdi is released. These are financial pressures. They've been utilized in other countries in the past. It's a matter of political will, not law, which is what sustains the people moving forward towards justice. Nnamdi was victim of a crime. The crime perpetrator was the nation of Nigeria. In 2021, he was kidnapped and tortured in Kenya. He was then returned to Nigeria, where has been denied a trial for now over 4 years. I helped precipitate a ruling from the working group on arbitrary detention in Geneva, holding very unambiguously and calling for the immediate and unconditional Nnamdi because the government of Nigeria had violated 16 human rights covenants that were binding on all nations, whether they accepted them or not. The Nigerian government has flouted that decree now for almost 3 years. Nnamdi remains in isolation. Again, he's never ever been given an opportunity for a trial. There are repeated adjournments because there is no evidence. I've examined the indictments. They're really quite hollow. They don't have any specificity of what Nnamdi did that caused any kind of violence or harm. And at present, there still is no scheduled trial date. It's a continuing criminal violation by the Nigerian government. The great irony is that the real case should be Nnamdi versus the government of Nigeria. It should be in the defendant's chair. One of the things that's very astonishing is that for hundreds of years of Anglo-American jurisprudence, there's a motto: crime should not pay. The Nigerian government is trying to make their crime against Nnamdi pay, which is intolerable.
Government official, the Inspector General of the DSS, the Department of State Services, has said, Nigerians, defend yourself from the terrorists and the bandits. So, Father, as a minister of God, do you support self-defense, especially where it may legal?
Thank you very much for the question, and if you don't mind, let me begin by thanking you and your colleagues who have been working with us tirelessly to bring to the awareness of the world the level of injustice that is going on in Nigeria. It is getting too much, and at some point, somebody somewhere has to stand up and say, enough is enough. Now, coming to your question, yes, the Director General of DSS, in American context, we might equate to the Director of Homeland Security. He's a special government official in Nigeria who is fighting to top secret intelligence network. For him to step forward and publicly tell the Nigerians, arm and defend yourselves, tells me a couple of things. One, Nigeria is either becoming a third failed state, or is already a failed state. Why? Because he said they don't have enough government manpower to defend you. The military, the police, the DSS, they don't have enough power to defend their citizens. What is the primary responsibility of any government, democratic government? To defend the lives and property of the people. So, for the director of DSS to say we don't have what it takes to protect you Nigerians, it means that they are incapacitated. Self-defense is a natural phenomenon. If I were to beat you now, you would play unconsciously in defense of yourself. So self-defense is a natural phenomenon. But in the context of the DSS, honestly, I wasn't expecting that we shall come to that level at which the common people are required to arm themselves and defend themselves. But guess what? It has happened. In other words, what it means is you're on your own. If anything happens to you, you have yourself to blame. Now, because self-defense is a natural phenomenon, I have never read about any law, moral law, Christian law, civil law, natural law that is against self-defense. None whatsoever. But you know what? Where you have a good government, they take it for granted that you are protected. And so it's not even a question of whether I support it or not, or whether it is legal or not. And then for the government to say, defend yourself. Now, we are taking self-defense to a higher level. The level of you have to do everything possible to protect your life. Your life is the most precious gift God has given you. Very, very precious. God has given us a precious life to take care of, and we should guard it judiciously. But what is happening in Nigeria is that a group of bandits, terrorists, have taken it upon themselves to be massacring people at will. They carry arms all over the place, unchecked, unhindered. And they are decimating ethnic groups in the name of herders, farmers, class. There is no way, there is a hidden agenda. And that is ethnic cleansing and religious persecution. That is what has been going on. At this point in time, I will actually go the extra mile to advocate for self-defense. And people should defend themselves. And I'm asking my people, you cannot waste the life, precious life God has given you. You must defend it. Because there's no way. It has come to that. If the government tells you to defend yourself, defend yourself. That's what I'm telling my people. And then I will ask our brothers and sisters in diaspora, especially here in America, who are from Igbo descent, people here in America and Europe, organize yourselves, raise money, and make sure that your respective communities at home are protected. Have a very working vigilante groups, and make sure that your communities are protected. The time to pretend that everything is okay back home in Nigeria is gone, and they never come back until that my country disintegrates. Because honestly, a failed state, the only solution to a failed state is disintegration. To attend school is everybody should go and take care of themselves. From the local communities, maybe to the regional level. And guess what? This is exactly what Nnamdi Kanu has been preaching for more than 10 to 15 years. That these people are coming, these are mercenaries sponsored by the Fulani hegemony. So this makes the rest of the groups in Nigeria, and the government has done little or nothing to stop them.
Now, ẹ ti wá rí oríṣiríṣi àwọn èèyàn tó ti wá dìde tán pátápátá báyìí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ wípé fight and defend your land. Now, the point there now is that now that the UN, the US, they have heard about it now, what's the next thing to do? Is for the individual, the indigenous people to defend themselves. The indigenous people, defend your land so that by the time everything, the kasala will burst now, the people also will come out and say, yes, they have right to defend themselves. What the man said in that video, he said that in South Africa, when the same thing happened in South Africa, that when the killing was so much, that the UN has to suspend the South African government. It will go on. wọ́n ní láti suspend wọn. Bí òwe Yorùbá wọ́n ní wọn ò gbọ́wọ́ ẹnìkan fálágbàfọ̀, àwọn kò dẹ̀ lè mọ síbẹ̀ nípa àwọn kan náà ní wèrè lórí. Táwọn kan bá ń behave bẹ́ẹ̀ nípa àwọn nìkan náà ní wèrè lórí, àwọn ẹ̀yà yòókù náà kó dìde àbódìgbà tó bá payé tán. Àwọn ẹ̀yà yòókù náà they have to stand up, because it's not until when they kill you people before you now stand up and defend your land. And that is what they are saying, that everybody should stand up for their right. Everybody should stand up for their right and defend your land. Not until when they kill you, they clear you from your land, from ancestral land. Everybody need to wake up this time around. Everybody need to wake up this time around. That soldier boy, when he was talking, he said that when they send them to their war front, they just send them as kangaroo. Just do your best and leave it. It's not that you go there and be showing that you are this and that. Ìdí tẹ́ fi máa mọ̀ náà nìyẹn pé ó kìkì ló wà fà tó jẹ́ wípé láti dọ́tọ́ tí ń ja ogun Boko Haram ò kàn ká wọn. Ordinary Burkina Faso nígbà tó bẹ̀rẹ̀, tí ó bá ṣe pé ó lọ́wọ́ àwọn intruder nínú, ó lọ́wọ́ France àtàwọn other African Western countries tó fẹ́ gba gold àti uranium tó wà ní country wọn. The guy really tried within 2 years. Within 2 years. Wọ́n fún Igboho ní go ahead, go and defend your land. Wọ́n ò gbọ́wọ́, because even in natural law kò síbi tó sọ wípé tó bá fẹ́ pa ẹ́ kó olúkú ọ̀nà mọ́ gbọ́wọ́. Even in Christian, nínú Bíbélì gan nígbà tí wọ́n ń kọ́ ilé odi wọ́ọ̀lù kínní, àwọn kan gan mú idà, wọ́n gbé sọ́tún, wọ́n gbé sí kínní kan, wọ́n dẹ̀ mú ọ̀bẹ, wọ́n dẹ̀ fi ń rẹ́lé lọ. Kò sẹ́ni wọn ò gbọ́wọ́ ẹnìkankan fálágbàfọ̀ náà. Even nínú ẹ̀sìn Islam, ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ sí Islam ọ̀nà fi ń pa gbogbo ayé run báyìí pé táwọn bá ti pààyàn wọ́n fún àwọn vẹ́jì 21 táwọn bá dọ̀rùn. Nígbà tó fẹ́ mú Jésù gan, Pétérù yọ idà àbí ò yọ idà ni. So to show that pé kò sí ẹ̀ tó gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀, even Jésù gan gbà tí yóò sọ kí ó sọ fún àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀, ìwọ tó ò bá ní idà tó o dẹ̀ lásán lé tó o lè tà, lọ ta aṣọ rẹ kó o fi ra idà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Jésù gan sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. So kẹ́nikẹ́ni má wọn fẹ̀sì bójú kẹ́nikẹ́ni máa tàn yín pé kinní kan, tí ò bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn pásítọ̀ tí ń kó security rìn, kí ló dé táwọn ń kó security rìn? Wọ́n sa handkerchief fẹ́yìn, wọ́n gbá handkerchief léyìn lọ́wọ́, wọ́n ní kẹ́yìn mọ́ kẹ́rọ di handkerchief kẹ́mọ́ dè mọ́ra kẹ́fi sínú àpò. Pásítọ̀ dẹ̀ ń lo bulletproof, pásítọ̀ dẹ̀ ń lo bodyguard. Ọ̀rẹ́ kí mi ò bá tàwọn yẹn wá lónìí ni. Àwọn pásítọ̀ top pásítọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà kò sí èyí tí ò lo sniper láàrin wọn. Ṣé ẹ fẹ́ gbóòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀? Tọ́ni pé on a standby in case of any emergency. So who is now fully who? So àkókò yìí ilé kálukú wa náà gbọ́dọ̀ dìde, ta gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ pé ó ti tó láti jà fún ilẹ̀ wa báyìí. Amẹ́ríkà ń sọ fún wọn àti àwọn United Nations, àwọn country tó believe in human rights ti sọ fún wọn pé sẹ́, you can't continue killing people and ask them not to retaliate. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, you cannot continue. Láti ṣe pé gbọ́ wọn fálágbàfọ̀. When you want to orílẹ̀-èdè tó tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti mú bandit, wọ́n integrate wọn sínú military. So kí a lè expect nínú orílẹ̀-èdè bẹ́ẹ̀? Kí lè expect? Wọ́n mú bandit, wọ́n integrate sínú military. So what do you expect? Expect wọn pé kí wọ́n máa ṣe ìkíni. Mo bá wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ play video kan fún wa ní o. so that kẹ́ gbọ́ nǹkan tí ọmọ sójà yẹn sọ.
What is the Nigerian soldier, Sandra?
Yeah.
I was in the battalion.
Okay.
And we were fighting Boko Haram, Sandra.
Okay.
We went to war.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a left-handed person.
Okay.
So I'm a sniper. I was one of the best sniper.
Okay.
So I was shooting, no morale, nothing, no pay, no means of communication to my family. My father thought I was dead. I was fighting, I was shooting. One of our soldiers shot me, Sandra, on my ribs.
Oh my
Sandra.
God.
Shot me on my ribs. They say in Hausa, it means that I kill people too much. I was fighting Sandra. They shot a woman and her daughter. I was trying to save her second child, Sandra. I was running. They shot me, Sandra. I was barely breathing. It takes the grace of God for me to survive.
No, I'm sorry. They shot you on purpose?
They shot me on purpose. They say I too kill people. They said in Hausa,
I don't understand what that means. You too kill people. What does that mean?
It means I kill Boko Haram too much, Sandra, because I was one of the best snipers, Sandra. I don't miss my shots. I'm a left-handed. I don't miss my shots. That's what they said. No morale, nothing. No pay. Sometimes. No pay, Sandra. Just fight. They need to investigate them, Sandra.
Did you retire?
Sandra, I resigned.
Okay.
I wrote a letter and I resigned. I don't want to do this job again. I don't want to serve the land again. I don't want to. It's really, really pathetic, Sandra. In that army, there's a lot of fraud things happening in the army that I don't know. Seriously, you need to investigate the Nigerian army, Sandra. A lot of things. You see, when people are fighting, they're killing Boko Haram, Sandra, somebody from nowhere will just shoot and just kill the best shooter there. Just for him to die, because maybe they are getting from there economically. For him to just die and to stop shooting people for there.
That's a very strong allegation. You're making very strong allegations.
It's true. They shot two of my friends. I will send you evidence. I follow you on Twitter. I will send you evidence. They shot two of my friends. They are dead now, Sandra. They shoot you. You will go. These people gain. I'm telling you. Yeah.
Did you hear what the boy said? So many people will now be wondering, kí ló dé tó yẹ pé àwọn sójà yìí, since all this while they cannot conquer Boko Haram. Ṣé gbọ́? How do you expect them to conquer Boko Haram? So is this how we now want to continue and be deceiving ourselves that all is well? Is this how we want to continue? That all is well? Because when we are shouting mega rally, a lot of people, because àwọn yẹn mi ti fẹ́ máa gbọ́ mọ́, because ṣé ó kẹ́ pé lórí ìkànnì àwọn kì í ṣépè ń bíbá ẹ̀ nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ wọn jọmọ́ ká máa ṣépè fún wọn. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa ń kọ́ sínú kíní tẹ́ mọ̀ sọ wípé ṣé rally lọ̀rọ̀ yín kàn ní lọ́nà míì ní òfò lẹ́ máa ṣe òfò lómi ẹ̀fọ́ sí. Because tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá jáde kẹ́ ẹ fẹ̀hónú yín hàn kó di woro sí woro, báwo làwọn tó wà lọ́hùn ṣe fẹ́ mọ̀ pé serious? Ẹ ṣé jàre bàbá mi abẹ́dúgà fa. Báwo làwọn tó wà lọ́hùn ṣe fẹ́ mọ̀ pé serious? The UN, the USG and all these European Union are expecting you people now to revolt. Even lọ́run gan, wọ́n fi jà pẹ́ ta lọ́run. Kí wá ló wà fàájọ́ pé ṣe rí àwọn nonsense talk kíkọ́ káwọn àtàwọn èèyàn máa ń sọ tó máa ń rún mí nínú. Nigeria is indivisible. Says by who? Says by who? Àbí ká àwa sápa wọn ni. Nigeria is indivisible. Are we together? As at 1900, are we Nigerian? As at 1905, are we Nigerian? As at 1910, are we Nigerian? Even as at 1913, are we Nigerian? Ó wá di 1914 tí olórí burúkú lọ lùgáàdì àtàwọn family àti girlfriend àtolóṣù ẹ̀ tán fi wá gbá géèmù. Wọ́n sọ wá di business center. Èmi ti sọ nínú ètò tá a ṣe lánàá, mo ní tí ọba kan ò bá gbára wọn létí ará àta ò ní bẹ̀rù wọn. Àwọn olóṣèlú àtọ́sọ pé Nàìjíríà lè pín ní even divisible tá a bá tí ìgbéná wojú wọn. Tá a bá tí ìgbéná wojú wọn, Fúlàní ò ní bẹ̀rù wa. àwọn Ìgbò ṣe tán ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n rí Yorùbá bíi pé Yorùbá ni ó ń dá pọ́blẹ́mù ńlẹ̀ fáwọn ṣé kò wá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ náà tó tọ́ Ìgbò wọ́n ti ṣe tán ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n rí pé Yorùbá gangan nìṣòro táwọn ní. ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tí bàbá yìí sọ fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ ni wọ́n rí pé àwa gangan ni olórí ogun tí ń ja àwọn torí pé báwọn ṣe ń gbé sókè táwọn ń gbé sókè ó dà pé Yorùbá ti ṣe kí ni Yorùbá ń gbé wálẹ̀. So until when we face our own people mo ti sọ tọ́ba kan ò bá gbára wọn létí aláàtà ò ní bẹ̀rù wọn bí ẹnikẹ́ni bá ṣe mọ̀nàmọ́ná kí mọ̀nàmọ́ná ṣe tí ò bá tí ì rí bẹ́ẹ̀ wọn ò ní mọ̀ pa ready. We can't continue like this. There was no Nigeria as at 1900. As at 1913 there was no Nigeria. So who says who that Nigeria is indivisible? Nigeria lè pín is indivisible. Says by who? Because minority are enjoying. So you don't want Nigeria to pín. Ẹ̀fẹ̀ kí Nigeria pín so that àwọn ọmọ ti yín no wonder náà tẹ́pẹ́ àwọn ọmọ yín náà ló wọ́n ń ṣàìsàn jù. Àwọn náà ní gbogbo ní paralysis. Wọ́n á ní àwọn oríṣiríṣi àìsàn wèrè. Owó tí bàbá wọn ti kó ó ti di ègún sínú ayé àwọn ọmọ yẹn. Àjọ àgbáyé gan expect wa tó ráwọn gan ti sọ pé Nigeria is long overdue. Wọ́n sọ náà níbo nígbà ayé Jonathan ìmọ̀ pé Jonathan kàn jẹ́ èèyàn kan tó ní ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run ni àtàyè Jonathan ló yẹ kí Nigeria ti pín bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tó ráwọn gan sọ wípé àwọn ò rí Nigeria in the next 1 year to be a country. But Jonathan kàn lo wisdom tiẹ̀ pé kó má jẹ́ pé torí mi ni kíní ó ṣe bàjẹ́ ló sọ ra jẹ́jẹ́lì tó ra handover lé ele tó àwọn máa fìtọ̀ fọ́rí kò had anything he does not have kò ní kankan tó yà tó kò ní nothing to add to the economy he does not have NGO nothing kò ní kankan tó contribute ìmùláyé ológun àti presidency ọdún mẹ́jọ kò contribute anything sí economy ó bastardize everything. Táàbà tí ì máa sọ báyìí káwọn tó jẹ́ tiwa máa gbọ́ pé yóò lẹ́yìn á gbéná wojú ara wa táàbà tí ì gbéná wojú ara wa wọn ò ní mọ̀ pa rẹ́dì ó dà pa ń ṣeré ọwọ́ àsìtì ó dàbí pé àti ìrẹ́dì pa kàn ń ṣeré ni. torí ẹ̀ mo ṣe ń sọ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ̀ pé ní nǹkan tẹ́ lè fi gba ìran Yorùbá là ẹ jáde síta. Torí gbà rálì bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sẹ́rí number 1 problem tá a gbọ́dọ̀ face ó ní Lagos State ni o because they foresee that something like this will eventually come and that is why they empower those thugs those agbero that's why tó ṣe empower wọn wípé torí ọjọ́ kan tí irú ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan ó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí during the Ọbásanjọ́ nígbà tí Ọbásanjọ́ sọ pé ó fẹ́ gbé Lagos State sí ẹ lọ wò náà ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jágbàlagbà tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi ẹ mọ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ yìí nígbà yìí Ọbásanjọ́ fẹ́ declare state of emergency ní Lagos State. The president now when he was then in Lagos State he said that if Ọbásanjọ́ should try it there won't be Nigeria again. He said it. He said that if Obasanjo should try and make state of emergency in Lagos State, that there will not be Nigeria again. That's why Obasanjo says his allocation wọn tí o sì fún àwọn ní allocation gbà yẹn. The same thing tí o tiẹ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ gan tí o tiẹ̀ tó yẹn now in kí là ń pè Rivers State. Nǹkan tẹ́yìn ò lè gbà lẹ́ẹ̀mọ́ fi lọ ọmọ nìkejì sẹ́yìn lè gbarú ẹ̀ lè gbà á. That they should declare state of emergency in Lagos State. Can you people láíláí ṣé ẹ lè gbà ẹ lè gbarú ẹ̀? Because they know that one day something like this will happen. That is why they have the ground soldier, they have the foot soldier that ẹ̀yẹ lọ di bíbá mú ẹ̀ẹ́dúró eléyìí torí ọjọ́ kan. If you want to get this Yorùbá nation tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá tí ready láti face àwọn Lagos ẹ̀ tí ready for business. because they are the number one enemy that we want to tí wọn ò ní fẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation kó ṣeé ṣe. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn iná ẹlẹ́mọ̀ rí wọ́n lè sọ tó bá dìgbà election wọ́n mọ̀ ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni wá o ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni wá o tí Yorùbá bá lọ tí Yorùbá nation bá dìde wọ́n láwọn ò kí ń ṣe Yorùbá wípé Lagos is no man's land. tó bá tiẹ̀ yá gan wọ́n lè láwọn fẹ́ declare káwọn tiẹ̀ dá dúró gan páwọn tiẹ̀ sara ilẹ̀ Yorùbá páwọn fẹ́ dá dúró we want to be a country on our own. ẹ sáfẹ́ support unity. pọ́ọ̀tì tẹ gbójúlé Awólọ́wọ̀ ló ṣe Awólọ́wọ̀ gẹ̀ sọ Ogun State. airport tẹ gbójúlé Awólọ́wọ̀ ló ṣe owó Western region náà fi ṣe ẹ nígi ẹ ní kankan omi nìkan náà lẹ ní ẹ ní kòkó. It's because of what they are getting from other states. And that is why the port was so useful nígbà ayé Awólọ́wọ̀ torí pé wọ́n ń gé àwọn nǹkan yẹn wọ́n rí nǹkan kó jáde wọ́n rí nǹkan kó travel òun ni Awólọ́wọ̀ ṣe intensify pé let's make use of this place to be our port let's make it and get all those material from all other states and use this place as a kini. Awólọ́wọ̀ ní 68 companies ni wọ́n dá sílẹ̀ ní ìgbà yẹn èyí tí wà ń bẹ̀ nísìn àárí ẹyọ kan tá a lè tọ́ka sí. Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn nìyẹn wọ́n ṣe tì nígbà tí wọ́n fẹ̀mí ṣe sínú yín. kò gbogbo Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn yẹn bóyá wọ́n fọ́sàn ní stéètì ẹyọ kan àbí méjì. Yorùbá náà ní ìṣòro ara wọn àwọn náà ní. bí Yorùbá ní ìṣòro bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní àwọn náà ní ó tù àwọn Èkó yìí náà kọ́kọ́ gbógun. And that is why ìtẹ́sí gbọ́dọ̀ múra tán láti fèsì wọn this time around. If you want to get Yoruba nation, we must ready to shut down our territory. If you are not doing that, we are not ready. Check out my Igbo gan ti ready too. They are ready. They are ready. They are just waiting for Yoruba to also káwọn náà kickstart káwọn náà gbéná wojú àwọn tọ̀dọ̀ tí wọ́n ní. And that is how we can conquer it. Because èmi ti sọ several times mo ti ní ọkọ̀ kan náà ló pa wá pọ̀. We have this different ideology, we have a different nation, different language, different culture, but our ideology is the same thing. That we want to get our own nation, they want to get their own nation. So let them go and be doing whatever they like in their nation. And we do our own. We do our own. And the whole world will see that ìran ọmọ aládé ni wá ń tòótọ́. Mo ti sọ lórí ètò ìtàsí lánàá ká má wulẹ̀ gbára lágòkò pé wọ́n fẹ́ máa fa àwọn lọ́balọ́ba wọ́n fẹ́ máa fi dàrin wa rúùsìn káwọn bá máa jà fún ipò àgbà àwọn ọba tẹ́ ẹ kó dédé pé kán àyábẹ́lẹ̀ òbíárẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ kán máa kán mójútó pé ókè báwo la fẹ́ sílé báwo la sílé kán máa ṣe mítì káàkiri pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn bóyá bí ebola àláfíà ó ṣe jọba àwọn èèyàn náà tó dá the first thing bí everything ó ṣe di pé kinní. Àwọn òwà láti wá bú anybody ṣùgbọ́n ilé tó bá yẹ ká tètè mú ṣe báyìí ẹja mú ṣe. Lóòótọ́ ní United Nations wọ́n máa sanction Nàìjíríà tí àwa náà bá dẹ̀ gbé ìgbésẹ̀ tó yẹ ká gbé oní sanction yóò fi tètè work. If our people should come out and feed the whole place for just 7 days no activity no movement bí gba ayé gba SARS àbí ayé gba lockdown yẹn tí ò sí movement kankan ní anywhere. For good 7 days, nobody go out, nobody comes in. Bíbélì gan sọ, ó ní wọ́n há Jẹ́ríkò mọ́ gágá, ó láwọn èèyàn ò lè wọlé wọn ò sì lè jáde. So, who is now Nigeria? Who is now Nigeria? Tí ò lè ṣẹlẹ̀. Until when everybody we are ready and shut down the whole activity system. Ìgbà yẹn la tó mọ̀ pa ready. Ìgbà yẹn ni sanction yóò tó wá ní effect because when they see that everywhere is shut down, no movement, they cannot come into our country. Then nobody can go out to their own country. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn ilé ready, wọ́n ti ṣe tán. Ìgbà yẹn ni sanction tiwọn náà yóò fi wá effective because ìgbà yẹn ni wọ́n torí pé ó dà pé majority are now carry the vote. Tó ṣe káwọn ọmọ ṣe rálì Yorùbá nation káwọn kan sì máa tajà lóṣòdì káwọn kan máa tajà lágége àwọn kan sì ń tajà ní Maryland. No, that's not rally now. That's wasting of effort. And that is all of us must be prepared. If truly we want those United Nations and EU and everybody to be strong part of this movement. Ẹ bá like it, ẹ bá share it, ẹ bá pín, ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ far. Mo bẹ̀ wá ní ẹjọ́, ẹ bá like, ẹ bá share it, ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ far káàkiri mẹ́rin àgbáńlá ayé. Ẹ ṣé ò 10:30 sí wa ní gbogbo ìgbà. iSeen TV yín náà lílé yìí, ẹ ṣé 10:30 sí wa.